So now we're going to go into the new segment, which we just started last week, which is called Certified Rad. And this is just news stories that I see or things that I find or, an email that gets sent to me where I'm like, that's super dope. That's certified rad. And then we just go ahead and talk about it. Now, this doesn't have to do with movies. It could be anything. Last week was the first time we did it, and it was about anniversary speakers that Capitol Studios and Klipsch is releasing. So, completely random. It could be completely off topic of movies. It's just something that caught my attention that I went, that's pretty rad. Let's take a look at what this week's certified rad is. Now, if you're like me and millions of other people, you follow Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on Instagram. Why? Because it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and he's a charismatic guy, and he puts up some really inspiring and often humorous posts on his Instagram. I was scrolling through my feed on Instagram, and all of a sudden I saw this picture of like a kid, kind of in recovery, and I was like, what on earth is this? Why is The Rock posting this? So I read the little blip he put on there, and I was like, is this for real, for real? So I did a little research, used the Google machine, pulled it up, checked a couple different news sites to make sure that the story was the same across the board, and I was like, yes, this is certified rad. So in case you missed it, in case you aren't following him, this didn't happen right away. This happened a while ago, but it just came to his attention, so he just posted it, and now we're bringing it to you here on this week's episode for certified rad. So the story goes, 10-year-old boy Jacob O'Connor actually walked outside. He's 10. Walked outside and saw his 2-year-old brother face down in the pool, drowned. So what does he do? He rescues his brother, pulls him out, flips him over, starts doing CPR on him. 10 years old, his 2-year-old brother starts doing CPR on him, and he keeps doing the chest compressions and everything else until his little brother pukes up the water, starts breathing, revived back to life. Crazy, right? He just saved his brother's life, and he's only 10 years old. That's amazing. There are heroes that this kid looks up to, like Captain America, Iron Man, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Green Lantern. I'm sure this kid loves all of, the DC and Marvel characters. But the truth of the matter is, Jacob, you are actually a real life hero. You saved your brother's life, and for that, you, sir, are certified rad. Now, if you want, you can go to the news site that I verified it on. One of the news sites was ABC News, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that link in the show notes below. But that is crazy impressive. Now, when the news got to him and they asked him, hey kid, you're 10, where did you learn CPR? This is why The Rock put it on his feed. He said he learned CPR by watching The Rock do CPR in the movie San Andreas. Shut it down. Shut it down. This kid learned how to save his brother's life through a movie. Incredible. You want to talk about the power of film? There it is right there. An amazing story, saves his brother's life, real life hero at only 10 years old. So, Jacob, you are certified rad, and your story is certified rad.